No, I'll stick with it. I'm going to go for Lee.
I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to go Salford by 12.
Yeah, sensible. The Women's Super League is back for the top teams that have still a chance of winning the competition as they go into their playoffs phase. So the game of the week there is the one that we thought was going to be last week, so I actually properly checked the calendar. It's Castleford versus Leeds, Saturday at 4:15 p.m. So that's a double header. And actually, that's the real rivalry round game, isn't it, when you're talking about Castleford fans? So hopefully plenty of people get down to the jungle early and watch that game ahead of the men's game at 7 o'clock. Championship game of the week was a tough week to pick this week, to be honest, and I thought, why not stick with the team we followed last week to win, and that's Whitehaven. So it's York versus Whitehaven. York aren't going to be a challenger, are they, in this competition this year? That's kind of already decided.
Been underwhelming, haven't they?
They really have. And I think this is a chance in a way for Whitehaven to get another scalp. Because if they go, after winning against full-time London at home, if they go to, away to York, a York side that have underperformed and haven't been able to get the best out of that dad's army they put together, it'll still be...
It's a great result.
I think it'd be a big result. So let's keep our eyes on that one Sunday at 3 p.m. League One game of the week is first versus third. The two informed sides, Workington and North Wales. Sunday at 2 p.m. that one. Let's see if North Wales can repeat the trick and beat another Cumbrian side.
Yeah, just up the west coast there.
NRL Brit Picks, Raiders versus Seagulls Friday at 9 a.m, Panthers versus Rabbitohs Friday at 10:55 a.m, Bulldogs versus Knights Saturday at 8:30 a.m, Dragons versus Roosters, you never know, George Burgess might play, I doubt it, but Sunday 5 a.m, Broncos versus Warriors Sunday 7:05 a.m. Please make sure you look out for the links to the Google form over the weekend to send us your fan reviews on any of those matches that we've discussed or any other rugby league indeed that you watch. Just click other, tell us the game, tell us the score, and we'll talk about it. So please do get in touch with all of that. That's predictions dealt with. We're now going to move into the wrap up.
So for this week's quiz, it is based on the rivals round.
Ooh.
I'm going to give you clues to players that have played it for both teams that are playing each other this weekend.
Okay.
And you've got to see if you can guess them. For each of them, you can either go for a Super League era player or a golden oldie, which will be pre-Super League. And yeah, so starting with Hull and Rovers.
I mean, unless the golden oldies Clive Sullivan, I wouldn't have a chance. So I'll go with Super League era player.
Okay, and now you've got a choice, player 1 or player 2.
Player 1.
Okay, so this player is an Australian who came to the city of Hull via Balmain and Parramatta.
That's all I get?
No, that's your first clue.
Oh, right, okay. So he must have only played for Rovers right at the start of their Super League time then. Not a clue so far, sorry.
He's a ginger-haired halfback who played only one game for Hull FC.
Oh, I'm going to say James Webster then.
Correct, yeah. And your third clue would have been he's been on the coaching setup at both clubs.
Ah. Ginger, you see, even though I've not got the hair anymore, I still associate myself as a ginger. So.
Yep. So moving on to Cass against Wakey. Do you want a Super League player?
Yeah, they're all. I'm going to say Super League player for them all, basically.
Okay. And do you want player 1 or player 2?
Player 2.
Okay, so this player has played for 7 different Yorkshire clubs.
7 different Yorkshire clubs. Brett Ferris.
No.
Oh.
He was a Challenge Cup winner in 2005.
2005. So that was you, weren't it?
Yep.
Oh. I'm thinking forwards. Gareth Carvell?
Nope. And thirdly, he has international caps for both Scotland and England.
Scotland and England.
Mm-hmm.
7 Yorkshire clubs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that last clue's helped me that much, but...
Do you know, I thought that was going to be the clincher.
Yeah, I think I'm missing something from it, because
You're going down the wrong line with him being a forward.
am I? Well, there you go. That's my problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I've got to try and think who were in your back division then. That's played for both clubs, both Cass and... And I don't know.
Danny Brough.
Oh, fuck, yeah. That's ridiculous how I didn't get that. What the...
And finally...
It was the England part that threw me, because he only played for England against the Exiles, didn't he?
Possibly, yeah.
Good one. Nice one.
Wigan and Saints, do you want player 1 or player 2?
Player 2.
You may guess who wrote this quiz from this first clue. So player 2 was loaned to Lee to allow the salary cap cheats to sign Stuart Fielden.
Loaned to Lee? Back in 2006?
I didn't mention which year.
But... sorry. Right. I thought that the Fielden thing was a link, so...
I think actually it possibly was, yeah.
I'm struggling with that. I can't think.
A prop forward with almost 200 games for Wigan, Saints and Bradford.
Oh. It's no.
And finally, he was part of the Saints' 2007 World Club winning team.
I feel like I know who it is, but I just can't think of his name. Is he the guy who then went to Bradford and then retired and ended up being like working in mining in New Zealand or something?
Possibly.
Nah, it's gone. It's not there.
Bryn Hargreaves.
Bryn Hargreaves. I knew it began with H, but I couldn't think what it was. It is the player I was thinking of, but I didn't know his name. Yeah, he had a remarkable career at St Helens, really, considering he wasn't like particularly good at Wigan.
Yeah, I mean, almost 200 games is quite phenomenal, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know how many of them were played out at Bradford when Bradford were kind of on the wane and no one really cared, but he had a long, successful spell at St Helens.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Ah, who was player 1? Do player 1 for them all. I like that.
Player 1 for them all?
Yeah. I don't have a recommendation, so let's just do the quiz.
Okay. So, for Hull, it's a Dream Team centre.
Kirk Eamon. No, he didn't play for both. Don't know.
Played for 5 different British clubs, plus an unspectacular visit to Parramatta.
Oh, Ben Crooks.
Yep. Okay, your next one is this is Katherine Wakefield. Began life as a Rhino, doing loan spells with Hull FC, Widnes and Hunslet.
Jordan Tansey.
Nope.
Oh.
He was involved in a player swap which saw Scott Moore move in the opposite direction.
Oh, Paul McShane.
Yep. And fine.
I mean, that couldn't have gone any better for Cass, could it?
Exactly. In fact, there's 3 wins. Okay, so Wigan and Saints joined Wigan as part of a 3-club transfer deal.
Mickey Hyam.
Yeah. And your other one, as a bonus for Wigan, is fullback for the team receiving the first ever Wembley kneeling.
Oh, Gary Connolly.
Well done. You picked your numbers better, Mark.
Well, yeah. If I'd have gone for the player who played for St Helens before Super League, it turns out I would have been it better. I misjudged myself, obviously.
Yeah.
What do you have for us in terms of any other business recommendations, Sarah?
I've not got masses. I would say travelling on trains is so much nicer than travelling in the car. We went up to Edinburgh last week, and it was bliss not to be driving on my own with 3 children. But yeah, Edinburgh's a lovely place to go as well.
Yeah, because we ended up with like everyone in Scotland at the same time. It seems like last week from the co-hosts. But Rob ably stepped in. What about, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about Joshua's new club. So Joshua is now playing for a different side. They hilariously put him in a number 10 jersey. I don't understand why that was the smallest shirt, but that's obviously the one he's got.
The issue is, he has moved to a new team and he was able to play a competition on Sunday a week ago, which he really enjoyed. And the problem is the new team, there are a lot of players in the team. So actually, if you look at the shirts, his shirt is slightly different to everyone else's because it's from a previous year, because all the shirts are actually out with players, and the new delivery, there's been a problem in it's got lost somewhere in transit, so they've had to give him a different shirt. So it's actually subtly different to the current shirt. But yeah, it was rather amusing him being handed the number 10 shirt.
It's definitely the smallest number 10 I've ever seen in Rugby League. But
Exactly.
how did he get on with his new team?
Really well. So they played, it was a tournament. It was 9-a-side and slightly funny rules. But they played 3, they drew 2 and won 1. So, good result, really. He's been training there for about 9 weeks now, but due to some issues, his transfer has only just gone through. But he's really, really enjoying playing there and training with them. It's a nice group of lads.
It's good to hear that he's back enjoying his time on the pitch. That's a real positive.
Yeah. So he's got another match on Thursday night, which is against one of the Scala teams who are good. So we'll see how they get on.
Good stuff. Well, we've got Alan coming up next week to go through the Rivals round games. And so we'll look forward to everyone's fan reviews on all of that. If you want to get in touch with us, we're at Super League Pod on Twitter and Instagram, facebook.com/Super League Pod, or superleaguepod@gmail.com. You can read our episode blog post to links to all of the important things like the match reviews and news reviews forms, and all the other